Today's businesses are no longer interested in your money. The most important focal point for businesses today are your attention and your time. You see, the more time you spend on Facebook means that the less time you are spending on Google platforms. Your attention has become the most important commodity for businesses. This is why most platforms are free to sign up and free to join. You have become the product. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into this concept. Our journey as a modern society is characterized by several groundbreaking shifts, disruptions, and epochs. These have culminated in the acceptable business practices we see today. Currently, businesses are competing for your time and your attention. Money is secondary. The primary focus now is to get you to spend more time and more of your attention on their platforms, their products, and their services. In other words, you have become the product. To better understand why companies today are battling for your attention and your time, we need to go back into history and understand why we are where we are today. Dr. Joseph Pine gives an extensive thesis on the evolution of the various epochs that we've had in respect of economic offering. In the beginning were commodities. Man naturally extracted raw materials from the ground and sold those raw materials in its raw form. We have come from an era where we depended on the natural extractive materials that we've had in our environment. This was the characteristic of the agrarian economy. In the agrarian economy, the focus was on commodities. Commodities determined the form of commerce and trade that happened between cities, between organizations, and ultimately between nations. In the next epoch of economic dispensation, we began exploring the need to translate or transform the commodities into some form of goods or products. By adding value to the commodities, we found ways and means to make goods cheaper, and we optimized manufacturing processes that ensured that raw materials coming from the extractive industry were transformed into products, and that gave rise to the industrial economy. In the industrial economy, the focus was on how do we ensure that we reduce cost of production or the cost of transforming raw materials into consumable goods and products. Industrialists like Henry Ford were able to optimize their manufacturing assembly line with the production of the Model S and the Model T. The key driver of the industrial economy was the production of goods. As goods became the predominant economic offering during the industrial era, there was the gradual emergence of customized goods. There were customers who wanted their goods to meet their specific needs. The degree of customization of a good or a product gave rise to the service economy. Companies began asking themselves, how do we tailor the products and the goods to the specific needs of our target market? Of course, terms like mass customization also came about, ushering in the service economy. One of the reasons why the service economy was accelerated was that goods also became commoditized. The customer was interested in three main things: price, price, and price. The service economy ensured tailor-made goods were delivered to customers. Subsequent to the service economy, Dr. Joseph Pine stipulates that we are now in what we call the experience economy. In other words, services have also been commoditized, meaning price has become the key determining factor for a customer when choosing which services to access and which services to pay for. The experience economy is mainly about forming memories, ensuring that the customer not only gets a service, but that service is rendered in an authentic manner that ensures that they spend more time with your product and they spend more time with your platform. This is where we are now as a society, where the primary goal of every organization is to ensure that the customer spends more time with your product. The more time we spend with a product, the more time we spend on a platform, the more data is collected to better understand the psychology of the customer. This is why most social media platforms are free to join. Money is not the primary goal at the onset. The idea is to get you hooked to the platform in the long run, such that the scarce resource of attention is obtained from you. The reason why it is important for you to understand this shift in focus for most companies is that you are basically the product. You are the product being sold to advertisers. Your data, your watch time, your interactions with various pages on a website, your connections with your friends, and how regularly you interact with the platform is the new commodity. The insights that your data provides to social media platforms and to the companies that you interact with is the true gold mine. You see, a lot of the machine learning algorithms on these platforms have predictive capability. This is why you are able to visit a website on a few occasions and the company is able to predict what next they think you would be interested in. And this is how the new normal has become. The caveat here is that whatever you spend your time on, you exchange your life for. The excessive time you may be spending on social media is actually equivalent to giving a part of your life to these companies. Every second counts, every minute counts. Of course, there's a lot of utility and there's a lot of benefits that are provided by all these platforms. But it's important to sometimes pull the brakes and give yourself a break. I truly appreciate your time watching this video. Remember, we mentioned that your time is the most important asset that you have. Your attention is ever so critical. So thank you for watching this video and for being part of the PKBinspire channel. If you're watching this and you are yet to subscribe, please subscribe using the subscribe button below. Hit the bell icon so that you can get notified when I upload new content. And I would like to hear from you, so leave a comment in the comment section. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.